Welcome back, ladies and gents. We're going to get this kill switch working on the Gravely. It is up here on the handle. And so the first thing I'm going to do is test to make sure the switch actually works. Okay, you can see I got my leads connected. There's no continuity. As soon as I push this button, we should hear a beep. There you go. That means our switch is working. Next, I'm going to test and see that each side of the leads doesn't have an unwanted ground by just connecting to the lead and then touching the ground. Touch different spots just to make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. That one looks good. Okay, I switch sides, gonna do the same thing. Pick a couple different spots, make sure we don't have any unwanted grounds, and it looks like we're good. So now we know that the switch itself works. There's nothing touching, no broken wires touching inside this pipe here. That's going to give us an unwanted ground so that the motor won't start and not give us any spark. So now we're going to get it put back together. So we got a ground switch here. It's going to go on the side of the ignition box here. Took the sandpaper, cleaned up the nut, the washer, as well as this button here. Took the thread cleaner and cleaned out the threads of the nut so we get a nice connection. Alright, we got our button switch here back on. We got one of the wire leads connected to this, and when you push this, it should ground out the system and stop the engine from getting spark. Alright, this wire lead I'm going to ground out to the body here, but I think I put too big of an O-ring on here, so I'm going to take this off and put a smaller one on. Putting these connectors on is really simple. Just strip yourself some wire, press it on, trim the excess, and then crimp it down. There you go, crimp complete. It's that easy. All right, I took a little sandpaper to the washer connecting these things here. I'm just gonna tighten them up. And we should be complete. All right, there we go. Now when I push the button up here on the handle, it should ground out our coil system down here and shut the motor off. But before we fire it up and test it, I wanna get this oil filter changed because it was full of gunk last time I looked at it. I've got my fuel hose clamp on here. Just gonna take these retaining clamps, move them off to the side, pop this filter out, pop the new one in. All right, new filter's on, clamps are in place, and make sure you know the directional arrow of the flow of the gas. All right, after looking for the pull cord for 20 minutes, decided it's just gonna be fast to make a new one. So, got a new one. Let's see if we can give it a pull. I need a couple more tries. I'll be back. All right, there we go. No. Now let's try it again. Perfect. Well, kill switch is working. It's running again. Got a fresh fuel filter. No gunk in there yet, but we'll see what the future holds. Tune in next time for more. Still need to get this high-low gear engagement tweaked. So I'll probably be adjusting these lever connectors, where the hell they're called. Same down here to make sure that they're doing what it is they're supposed to be doing. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time.